must have heard of many stories of manifestation, and today I'm going to be sharing one such story with you. And through this story, I want to help you understand how the law of attraction actually works. And it does. Trust me, it does. It's happened so many times in my life that I have been able to set my mind to something and achieve it. And sometimes the results are so miraculous, you wonder how it happened. But when I think back and I say, how did this happen? How did I manage to manifest these things? I'm able to really put my finger on the steps. And that's exactly what I'm going to be sharing in this video. 6 steps with which you can manifest anything you want. It can be manifest a soulmate or love in your life. It can be manifesting money in your life, or it can be a thing that you want in your life. You can use this 6-step strategy to manifest anything. So do watch this video till the end. And if you haven't subscribed to NLP Magic, do subscribe to NLP Magic with Seema Shenoy Manek, because in this channel, I have got so many, more than 70 videos, which are going to help you transform your life and manifest everything that you want. So getting down to the video, the first step to manifest anything in your life is to become very sure about what you want. Become sure about your intention. Now, talking about that story that I said I'm going to share with you, once a long time ago, when I was going through a difficult time in my life, it was quite a difficult phase in my life, and I was going through a lot of stress and trauma and changes in my life. And at that point in time, I did not know how to cope with the stress that I was going through. I really needed something to come out of my shell, to help me feel happy, to rejuvenate myself. So I remember joining the Shamak Davar dance classes. It's a lot of fun when you join these dance classes. It's a Bollywood dance form that I selected because I was very clear about my intention. I wanted to have fun. So I used to really enjoy these dance classes because in those classes, we used to dance using all our energy and making weird expressions. And it was so much fun. And in my dire, difficult life, going through so many changes in my life, I used to look forward to that 1 hour, 3 times a week so much. And at that point in time, I had already gone through a couple of batches, and a new batch was about to start. On the day this batch had to start, this dance classes had to start, unfortunately, I was asked to do a training in a different city. I used to live in Bangalore, like I said back then. And I was asked to do this training program in Mysore on the same day. So on that particular day, the training dance classes starts in the evening at 8 o'clock, but I have a day-long training program in Mysore. And I obviously couldn't say no, it was work. So I went for the training to conduct the training program. I remember it was a theater workshop. It was a fun workshop. But when I went for that training program, my mind was so much into this batch that was starting in the evening. And I remember I had a co-facilitator with me in that batch. Her name was Sarita. Sarita and I are doing this workshop, and I was entire day obsessed that I kept telling her that, you know what, Sarita, I really want to attend the class today. I have to be there for my dance class today. I just have to be there for my dance. And I kept telling her, and she said, Seema, it's not possible because we're in Mysore and it takes at least 3.5 to 4 hours to drive from Mysore to Bangalore. So we're going to finish our training around 6:30. There is no way you can be at your class at 8 o'clock. So you're going to have to miss your class today, and maybe next class. Don't worry. Why are you so worried about it? But I don't know, sometimes, we just want something so badly. I was intent about it. I kept telling her, I kept repeating myself during the lunch also. I was like, Sarita, today I need to be there. Today I need to be there. And that's the first ingredient of manifesting anything. That is, you got to be so clear about your intention. No doubts whatsoever. When you are setting your intentions about what you want, even at the corner of your mind, if you're asking yourself, is it going to happen? Do I really want it? If it doesn't work, what else will I do? If you have these questions in your mind, and even 1% subconsciously, if you have doubts, it's not going to work. So when you set an intention, be very clear that it's something that you feel passionately about and that you really want that thing or that person or that situation in your life. Second step is to become stubborn about it, like really stubborn. which means in your mind, once you set your intention, you do not accept any other possibility. You do not accept any other alternative. You do not accept any other. You say, no, this is what I want. This has to happen. This has to happen. This is what I want. This has to happen. So I remember that day, I kept saying this to Sarita. This has to happen. I don't know how, Sarita, but I have to be there in that class today. I just have to be there in that class. I don't care how I get there, but I can't miss today's class. I can't miss today's class. As silly as it sounds, I felt that way at that time. There was a clear intention and there was this strong, stubborn trait within me which said, no, this is what I want. No questions asked. The third step is to become very clear about it. Very, very clear. Now, when you're setting your intentions and when you become stubborn and you say, this is what I want, if it's let's say a money goal, or it's a relationship goal, or it's a thing goal, like you want to have a home or a car, the more specific you become, the more clear you become about what exactly you want, the faster you're going to get it, the stronger the likelihood of you achieving that becomes. That's because in your mind, you're able to visualize and you're able to relive, or you're able to create that particular person or that instance. And because you're so clear, it becomes more real, somehow it becomes more tangible when you are very, very clear about what you want. So rather than saying, if this doesn't work, I'll do that and I'll do something else, and maybe I'm not sure what I want, let me see, maybe I want this one, this much, or I want that much, maybe I want this car, or maybe I will, instead of doing all these maybes, in which case your energy is completely scattered all over the place, be very clear and chart out as much as you can with clarity what exactly you want and how you want it. Fourth step is to be able to visualize it vividly. I remember when I was telling this to Sarita that I want all the time in my mind's eye, I was visualizing literally being in that dance class, using my body and exuding energy, having so much fun. I was there doing that, dancing, having fun with my batchmates. And I was feeling so amazing. I could not shake off that feeling of how amazing it felt. So for you to manifest something, it's important for you to be able to visualize that using all your senses, like you're there and you're doing that. Trust me, when you get to that level, it becomes very, very, very powerful. You're not just writing something on a sheet of paper and putting it under your pillow. You're actually participating in the process of manifestation. The next step is, even before you have accomplished that goal, even before you have manifested that goal, have a sense of gratitude for the process, have a sense of gratitude towards the universe, have a sense of gratitude for what is happening or going to happen in your life. Rather than doing a prayer of supplementation, where you're saying, please God, give me this, please God, give me that money, please God, give me a soulmate, please God. You're coming from a sense of lacking, like there's something is missing when you beg and plead and ask. But when you come from a space of knowing that this is going to happen and thanking God in advance, or nature or creator in advance, that thank you that these amazing things are happening in my life. Thank you for keeping me on this right track. Thank you for helping me manifest these things. Thank you for being there for me. Thank you for this beautiful future that's in front of me. Thank you for this beautiful home that's coming my way. Thank you, God. Prayer of gratitude. This is such a powerful prayer, because not only is the universe helping you when you're doing this, your own subconscious mind starts creating, you start working towards these things. You've got to work towards it. You've got to ensure that with every cell of yours, you're working towards this intention. That reminds me of a story in which there was a guy who kept asking. There was a big statue of God. He would go in front of it and he would say that, God, please, please, please let me win the lottery. And he would come again the next day and he would say, God, please, 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 please let me win the lottery. And he would do this every day. He went there for 2 months, 3 months, 1 year, and every day this dude's going and he's saying, please, please, please let me win the lottery. One day God got so fed up and so frustrated. He took form and he like appeared in front of this guy and he said, my friend, please, please, please buy the ticket. Isn't that amazing? You got to buy the ticket. You got to do what it takes, and then do all these steps to help you manifest. And ending that story that I started, what happened? Did I end up reaching those dance classes? So that day, we finished the training at about I think 6:30. We took a taxi, and Sarita and I left from there. And as we're leaving from there, it was a great training program. We were happy, but my mind was stuck on this dance class. And I kept saying, Sarita, I have to be there somehow. And Sarita said, Seema, at 6:30, we're not going to reach there by 8. It's just not going to happen. Why don't you just take a nap? And she must have wondered that why is she behaving so weird? But I really wanted it, right? I just couldn't let it go. So I remember just dropping off to sleep. I was tired. And after some time, which felt like 15-20 minutes, my eyes opened up. And I looked around, we're in the taxi, and I look around and I realized that it looks like we have reached the outskirts of Bangalore and it's still not dark. So I tapped the taxi driver on the shoulder and I spoke to him in Kannada. And I asked him, I said, where are we? Where? Because it looks like Bangalore. And I looked at my watch, it was saying 7:30. So the taxi driver was looking a little stunned and, flabbergasted. And he said, ma'am, we have reached the outskirts of Bangalore. I said, how did you come so quickly? I mean, it's not even an hour. How did you come so quickly? And the answer he gave that day. My friends, listen to this answer. I still get goosebumps every time I think about this story. He said that, ma'am, I don't know. I've never come this soon before. It almost felt like the road has got cut off. We just left from there and I feel like we have reached Bangalore. And somehow it felt like somebody has pushed the vehicle faster. Can you believe that? Oh my God. I was so shocked. Sarita was stunned. We did not know how it happened. And I just looked at my watch, 7:30. I said, by what time can you drop me to Jayanagar, where my dance classes happen? And the guy said, ma'am, by 8, I should be able to drop you. I said, don't take me home. Take me to Jayanagar. And exactly at 8 o'clock, my instructor comes and stands and everybody's there. And I jump into my place and my instructor says, let's get started. That is the magic of manifestation. And that is the kind of magic that you can create if you follow these steps that I have shared in this video. These instances helped me understand that there is something or somebody far beyond us. It's not just you who's making these things happen. It's not just your energy, your power, your resources that is making things happen in your life. There is a far bigger power. There is energy, there are people, there is universe. And when such a big power is around, you got to get in tune with it. It's like tuning your radio into that frequency. The moment you use all these strategies and tuning the radio into that frequency, magic starts happening. So I'm coming up with how to manifest love in your life or soulmate in your life. How to manifestation meditation is something that I am coming up with very soon. How to create miracles in your life is another video that I'm planning to come up very soon. So subscribe to my channel so that you can watch these videos and much more. And as you all know, I make videos on not just manifestation, but a powerful brain science called as neuro-linguistic programming, a science that helps you reprogram your subconscious mind and become the kind of person who can overcome all their internal limitations, help others overcome their limitations, and come to a position of authority, come to a position of leadership and success. If you are someone who is keen on learning neuro-linguistic programming and you want to know, you're curious about what's NLP and how it can help you, I'm going to be doing a masterclass very soon. I'm going to leave a link of that as well as our website, so you can have a look at all my upcoming programs, and do join my masterclass. The link is at the bottom. Thank you very much, everybody. Keep manifesting and make miracles happen. Bye-bye.